So there we just out because as you guys can see, yeah. So there we just out because as you guys can see, we are starting to get like surrounded, and there's lots of people around you around us. So we need to make sure that we know what's happening, boxing up everything, and making sure that we have this spot safe. So why are we taking that? I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it's to make sure that we have the control of this. Yes, I life coach them. So we make sure that we have the control of that, so we can actually just get the forecast in case. We scout around, really important to scout and take informations about what's happening around you guys. That's like key point. Now they realize that this is the coin team and that they go for their bunker, so they want to go for that. So there few things that are really important to know is like, so we make sure when we engage the fight that we have like someone that's supporting and spraying while Vanyak is taking like an angle on it, like a different angle than them, playing it safe, making sure that checking if there is a mistake. Then so we're gonna go on Swiss's spot because this is where he's doing the opening play. Like they instantly crack one, so like now he's just like looking to like pressure the other guy. So I don't know if you noticed, but there is a lot of pressure that is applied by this team, like by our team. That's one of the strengths in the fight, especially in JO. Like apply a lot of pressure is like really key in fights. Make sure that you take different angles. So a bit awareness mistake from Swizzy. I could have went wrong. So now he needs to heal. Make sure that everything is this. So we still have like a lot of damage. Dealt. So we have we lose Swizzy, but we're still in 2v3, and that's because Swizzy just decided to like be unaware and just like kind of don't care about what's happening. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but like he just like kind of like felt, so he like didn't really care about what's up, you know. So now we get the res, and we have Murstache like pressuring the others, making sure that he covers his teammates as well from like the res. Then Vanyak is dying, and now we're having so is he trading 1-for-1 on the fight? So now again, they're gonna use armored wall. Make sure that they res again. So again, we are looking to do like an opening play. That's what we're trying to do. Play with the space that we have. So when you fight, it's really, really important to actually have a lot of space and to make sure that you have enough angles to surprise and like to yes, fuck the enemies, right? That's kind of like what we're looking for right now. Lots of space, different angles, make sure that we're chilling. Okay, so that's really key. So little reminder, make sure that you hey, yes, how you doing, bro? Um, make sure that you play side angles, make sure that you have lots of space, make sure that you're pressuring and all of that, right? So we have someone in the other team that's doing a mistake. So the main mistake that he's doing is the fact that he's just going in our box. So we just like go and get in. Yeah, I'm recording the session. Yes. So we just get like a free kill, and now we are really chilling because we have the forecast. We have the corn, like we have everything we need. So yeah, that's most likely it. So now we play for forecast, and then yeah. Hello, Vanguchi, bro. I'm glad to see the people that are coming to my masterclass on Wednesdays, right? Yeah, we will upload the VOD. No worries. So we use the bench. That's the main reason why we play the bunker, by the way. Get like the bench, right? So now we have cap loot, as you guys can see. We're gonna go put the forecast in, and now we're good to go. I'm gonna try to like move on because it's a bit laggy. Rather kill than placement. It depends on your playstyle. You cannot really answer to this question. It really depends on your playstyle, to be honest. So let's move on into 4x and see like what we do. So we have only one room for people that are wondering why. It's because it's allowing us to have priority on the team. So if you guys watch Reese video, DJ's masterclass, and all of that, you should know what is priority. I don't really want to go through that right now. It's like really fundamentals, right? How do you coach them? All three at the same time. I mean, one of them is sharing his screen, and then we just like speak about the game. That's it. And if they have a question, I answer to the question. Okay, so now we have the face pad. Like there, for example, if I remember well, they asked me like, should we pad now or should we just wait? If I remember well, that's like these kind of things that we have, like we're talking about. Now we go for dashwater. We try to get access. So for the people that doesn't know what is access, I really and highly recommend to watch Reese and DJ masterclass. It's really really important because all of these terms are um key, and this is really fundamental to actually improve in the game. So like all of these things, right? So now we scout, we pre-type in zone. Remember, we are forecast, by the way. Now we get in with the dashes, gets lots of space. Is it Swazi taking? No, 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 it's not. Remember, we have forecast. Look at our loot. So this is the best loadout that you can get. Remember. Remember, since we have forecast, we actually have half. And we know it. Should you rotate with chainsaw or fizz? Fizz is better than chainsaw, especially if you don't have 3. And if this is not double key game. Chainsaw is too easy to get fucked from. Okay, so there we pre-type. We know where it's pulled, so we make a lot of space. We pre-type it. Broom is really good. It depends on where you're. Landing. Okay, so let's keep a bit. As soon as you can, you want to rotate, by the way, for people that are wondering. Because they have forecast already said that. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop answering the question and we're gonna move on, guys. Come on. Okay, so now we pull, so that's why we don't use wood and we use brick. Now we want to look for height. So why do we look for height? First of all, we have really good maths, right? And the other reason is the fact that we have forecast and the scan medallion. We look for height break. Now we want to look for height. So why do we look for height? First of all, we have really good maths. Right? And the other reason is the fact that we have forecast and the scan medallion and dash water. So yeah, that's really interesting. No, we don't want to go for height right now. That's not what I mean. What I explained is like that's our game plan. That's what we want to do. Okay, we get a beam by a triple spray, so we try to look for like a kill on that and maybe get the refresh on that. So we pressure, take different angles, and then we have Vadial that was trying to make a play. So we actually just full box him and get the body. I So we go as soon as we can, as you see. So we scout, get ready to go. And now we go from, we try to go on the other side because as I said, we have forecast. So again, this is something that I really, really recommend you guys to watch from resub videos and DJ Masterclass. The fact that they push zones, that's what I could call push zone. I don't know how they call that, but to me it's push zone. So you go that side and refire mats and make sure that you actually like having the most mats and the better access for next zone, right? So it pulls up. Now we know where it's next is pulling it as well. So what we're gonna do now is go back and look for some kills for people that has to rotate towards us and to get some storm surge, obviously. So we're taking a crazy bloom fight. Wait. So what we are looking for there is like to get as many beams as we can, so we can maybe jump someone and get a refresh or get a kill for free. Now we add bonk, so this is really good. Now we get in. So why are we not going back? Like why are we playing like that edge? That's because we know where it pulls again. So that's the main reason why we're not going more in or whatever. Um, we make it safe. We look for the pool. Get ready to go. So this is a rule that was applying already in duos, but that's applying to in trios. Make sure that you actually scout and get ready to go. So like 3-4 seconds before your zone pools, you pre-pop fizz in case of you actually need to use your fizz, right? So that's like a really key point. Yeah. So we get in from the side front. We instantly went. By the way, I don't know if you noticed. Now we got like double sprayed. So sadly, Swizzy dies because he got blocked earlier, so he's a bit delayed on his rotation. But it's all good. We get him up. We can see Mercedes here. So like there we got split. It was kind of messy. We got someone in our box. And now, I don't know if you noticed, but like there, Mercedes looked up. You want to know what's up on eye? See? It's like there. We look up and we see that's there really, really high. And we look if we can disconnect that. And this is the case. We can disconnect that. So one of them gonna die by fall, if I remember well this game. Or we're gonna kill them, or we're gonna kill one of the sky. If I'm not wrong. Yep, we killed one like from fall. So now we can just like PG up. We have dashes, we have everything, so we just go up, make sure that we actually like secure everything. We go for the body that we knocked. Vanyak is like not doing anything, especially first of all because he has no mats, and second reason is because of the fact that his his teammate are not with him. So now we are on eye. We got
Oh,
two
shit, my mic has
refreshes.
been muted.
So
My
from
bad.
Ursash and from Vanyak. And then yeah, that's it. So why are we actually like doing this play? It's because as you saw, we are in mid zone 10, and we want to look up because we need to play for something. So you don't want to play for mid ground, you don't want to play for and to just type out your mats and just die. You want to play for something. So either low, either high. And that's why we actually look up and then we look up and then we see that it is for free. So now we are staying front. We're just gonna type. So remember, when you guys are on I, make sure that you spray. So two things. First thing is if you ADS, this is to kill someone. If you hip fire, this is to just pressure people. Remember to always spray your gun as much as you can. Right? That's very important.
ADS is to kill. Hip fire is to suppress or pressure.
So we keep pressuring, making sure that we actually have the control. Yes, after this, we're gonna watch one of my other team. So for this, I saw someone that asked like, how do you get refreshes from I? So there's few like focus that you have. So one of the main focus is the wood, second eye, third eye, so the bigger threats basically. And then so builds that are not finished to build, people that are fighting, people healing, this kind of stuff. So this is what you need to look for refreshes. Small tips, just make sure that you actually ping the person that you want to get a refresh, and then the like while you pressure, the other one is just taking the ball, and it's pretty easy to do, right? So now we stay up, we make sure that everything is like safe. Whoever such that is being more aggressive, while they should actually help him to just spray people, right? So like there, the game is just like a free win, right? So we have Mersash like that's you see there. That's exactly what I told you. One of them is pressuring from an angle. The other one is just like going in and getting the mats. Now he's bringing the mats and the Y up if we need to play for Y. I think they're I don't remember if he does, but I think he's just like pressuring, so it doesn't really matter. They would just play for the kills. Like they should have dropped they should have dropped like he should have dropped his Mekke to Banyak. Now we just pressure from two different angles, so side angles very important. While Vanek is just spraying up, and then now we just finish the game, and that's it. So that was the easy mode game, to be honest. And this is gonna be like this in trio cash cups for a while, right? Just know that the cash cups are in trios are kind of like, since it's only opens, the games are kind of easier than the skill lobby. So what you guys have to remember from this game, the main thing is like to make sure that you guys are actually uh like playing for something, understanding where like which side are we staying front, at bonk your head, make sure that you actually don't um what's it called, make sure that you actually don't start back zone, play for something second, like mid second moving, so like 10 zone, this kind of stuff, right? And when we fight, and when you fight, you just make sure that you pressure from two sides, or different sides, and yeah, that's it. So now we're gonna watch ritual. So the 50-50 from 50-50, so that's mainly like this in Grim, for people that was wondering. Sprite noise, I don't give a fuck. They're old drones, you know. So like I don't care. So the gameplay, as I said, intro is really based on fighting and really based on having kills, especially for pros because it's opens. For you, I would recommend more to just play for safe, and then yeah, like play for your safe. If you are able to key, then yeah. Can you stop adding me? Otherwise, I'm gonna need to turn off the friend request. Thank you. Oh, let's see how Econ died. He just it. So bad peak, too close. So like not like the reason why he dies there is the fact that he's actually going too close from the wall, not taking enough space to fight. Kind of like blocking himself up, and then doesn't have any shot ammo, so he just died for that. Acoin tried to insta trade, but he gets put down. So we have a ritual that has to win the fight. And then yeah, that's it. So we see that there's a solo. So the big part of Grimgate is the fact that we have dashes, so we can actually just like jump on kids like this easily. Um, and then yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So we are looking to like actually fight so much more into, as I said. So now we have Acoin that's engaging the fight again, doing the entry frags.
Acorn for entry frags.
So again, that's the same situation as Murstache, Swizzy, and Vanyak. So we have different angles that are being taken, and then yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
So we just take different angle. We like spray, make sure that we actually like apply pressure from different sides, and then yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna move on. What's a solid game plan? I mean, it depends on what's your goal. Um, basically, the main thing is like to know your spot perfectly, so you know like where you want to land, what loot pass you do, why are you doing it, what are the strengths off spawn, do you 50-50 or is it like a fair fight? Then if this is a fair fight, you need to like be able to um know where the quick mats and all of that, and then yeah, that's about it. Using the face, jumping these kids. Oh, this guy got absolutely pieced on. Now we're gonna chase that. So as you can see, the fights are kind of often the same, especially when people are boxed. So for people that are wondering, like, how do you box five people in trios? How do you take different different angles? How do you support your team and all of that? So that's really important. Just remember that in trio there is roles, and you need to respect your roles. So that's not that's especially in endgame. And then yeah, that's about it, right? Okay, so let's see later on some fights.
Hmm.
Roles, okay. So roles, there's the agile, obviously. There's a support and there's a fragger. Um, each role is really key. The support is like the one that's doing like back and going back and forth from front to backside. The agile is the one leading the team and tarping most of the time, and then the fragger is just the one that going for kills and playing more aggressive. How are this important is because then we know like what we have to do on the moving, and we know who has to scout, and it's really really important. It's really key because it's really more structured gameplay than it is in yours. So we keep chasing down kids. I mean, in that trio, that's
That my boy Cook.
like not a trio. That was the first time ever playing. That's finals, yes. That's the first time ever playing together. So most likely, that was more Acorn speaking, and Richie and Aegis back tarp. But in trios now that we're testing, that's more Richie leading. Up, up. So we're gonna move on and onto like what we do. You think Reed will be able to become a good IGL? I think Reed can be a good IGL if he keeps working. Yes, I mean we're gonna try him out tomorrow with Richie and Aegis. I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah. So we have a max pool again. Make sure that we get ready to go on the pool. You see, pre-pop
All these
phase and
questions
go.
are
So we have
cringe
dashes. So we
on the
use
top
one
right
of
corner.
dashes. So this is really bad. So what is bad is the fact that they use the tactical speed jump with the fizz, and this is really bad, especially in elevation, right? So this is a big thing that you guys need to remove from your gameplay as well. When you have a big elevation like that, you do like when you drop or when you cannot build in this kind of situation, you don't want to use this, right? So either you just jump normally, or either you just slide, but you don't want to taxi sprint jump this, right? Also, you head bonk your head, or there's few solutions, right? But that's why tactical sprint jumping with the fizz is bad in some kind of situation. Obviously, in some others is good, but it's just physics, right? So now again, but we have the dash, so we just use the dash. Now we see that this guy is getting tried, so we're just gonna try to like box fight that. Like there it works because of the fact that they dash, right? Otherwise they shouldn't have jumped that. Okay. So now we get the refresh that we needed. And now we're gonna see why they die. So we play elevated, get ready on the pool. Look, you see? Pre-popping phase, get ready to go on the pool. That's what we have to do. Obviously there we know we kinda know that's not gonna pull in the water. So it's like pretty easy for us to know like where it's gonna pull. So we have doubled on this kid because they were not aware because it's pulling back towards us. So it's pretty easy for us to get doubles. That's why it's really good. Now we play on the side, make sure that we anticipate the fact that the mountain is going up. So now it's kind of sketchy. We really need to like go on the side of zone because otherwise we're going to be stuck. So we remember we have white, so we can play for white if we need to. Like there is really sketchy. So one of the reason, um, like one of the reason why this is going bad is the fact that we actually, well, age is kind of sold, because of the fact that they're there and they didn't scout, right? That's the main reason of why they die there.
How did they even get on that side of the
To like
mountain?
go on good on
Wait,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Zone is on the bottom of the mountain and it
So now
pulls
we get the refresh
all the
that we
way up the
needed.
mountain. That is a shitty zone.
And
They
now we're
were in
gonna
a
see
good
why they die. So
position
we
though.
play elevated, get ready on the pool. Look,
Exactly.
you see?
Playing
Pre-popping phase,
elevated.
get ready to go on the pool. That's what we have to do. Obviously there we know we kinda know that's not gonna pull in the water. So it's like pretty easy for us to know like where it's gonna pull.
Okay, why are they not going up then? What happens? I was thinking about real life shit while I was watching this, so I didn't even like really focus. Pulling directly to the west.
So we have doubled on this kid because they were not aware because it's pulling back towards us. So it's pretty easy for us to get doubles. That's why it's really good. Now we play on the side, make sure that we anticipate the fact that the mountain is going up. So now it's kind of sketchy. We really need to like go on the side of zone because otherwise we're going to be stuck.
Y'all gotta go. Where the fuck? What are they doing?
So we remember we have white, so we can play for white
What?
if we need to.
Where are they
Like there is really
going?
sketchy. So one of the reason,
That was so bad.
um,
No,
like one of the
that was like top tier, just bad. That was just like these are some of my goats, so don't get it twisted. I fuck with Agers, Ritual, Acorn, but the amount of IQ on this team, this should never happen. This wouldn't even happen to me. This is bad.
reason why this is going bad is the fact that we actually, well, age is kind of sold, because of the fact that they're there and they didn't scout, right? That's the main reason of why they die there. Yes, they went too late because they didn't anticipate the zone. Plus, they didn't scout. Like both of this made them die. Like you see there, he had whites and he died without. So he's just like sold, you know. It's happening to everyone. So now we go from make sure that we are on each other, going for Aegis body if we can res, but we cannot since it's a pool max. So we're just gonna get Esper stuff. We had
And
it
now
down,
they're
so but we
bad priority because they're in back of zone, but I mean, it's not a big deal when the zones are small, I guess.
relay. Now you see, they're not jumping; they're letting themselves drop. So this is really important. And now we're gonna reach front for ritual.
This is where I fucking lock in. Is front tarp. Ooh, gotta go right here. Ooh, we can go through the house, get some mats. Da, 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 da.
Up, we're front. anticipating the fact that it's going inside of the building. So we pre-build to make sure that no one is cutting us out. Get ready on the pool again. Pre-popping the fizz. So like there it's kind of sketchy because like we don't know if there is people. So like we want to go on the side. That was a risky play, but we still like make sure that we can actually be front and fight them, or we're front side, right? So there we don't have the mans to
What?
play like to drop there, so we need to be like elevated on the side on each other. They're good play from Ritual that actually gets
Okay, he
to
actually got some kills. That was nice.
staying on the side, elevated. So this is really key. Stay front. So this is a really good and important play from them. That is to claim as much space as they can. So basically, do a 2x2. So what I call air push, right? They do it a bit elevated, so that's gonna give them like a lots of like space to fight with. Now they look up to see what's happening. They have doubles there. They don't want to edit on that, probably because of comms. So now we're gonna need to fight from front side of zone because we
Oh
cannot
my
actually
gosh.
play like mid ground. We don't have any mats. So that's why I explained to you. Um, the main problem is the fact that you cannot play mid ground that much because you see like you just die randomly if you do stay in mid ground. So like they need to play for front low there.
Good wall take.
Now we need to go for low ground so we claim space and fight there. Make sure that we beach them off the layer. We kill one.
Ritual.
And now we got the
Nice.
refresh, so we're gonna build as much as we can from with the spear that we got. We should have built this, by the way.
Yeah, you
And now we just
probably hear the
build cones, and then
footsteps
it's
still
just
because
like
you do build that up.
3v2 or 2v2.
It's
Doesn't
Peter
matter.
bot on high ground, but he died to himself. Oh, but it's Bugga and
So we have
Coldo.
Booga and then Monai, and then we drop down. And but the thing
Coldo.
is, we have Storm Sickness since we played Storm. Then yeah. And now we just have one guy that's playing up, and then yeah, that's it. That's still a really good game, yes,
Booga
and especially
wins the
since
game.
the fact that we played the end game as a duo because of a big mistake, and the main mistake
Wait,
is
no,
like
there's another.
not getting ready to go, not scouting, and not taking any angle, and then yeah, that's it.
I mean, of course,
Um,
a game that pulls
why did they?
off of a mountain
Because of the
and
fact
then
that
back over
if they
said
don't
mountain.
go through the house, then they
Peter
don't have the
bot
mats.
wins.
But
I
that's a
mean,
big
that's a
mistake, you know.
hard zone. Takes a lot of skill, I should say.
Okay, do you guys have any question about this game? By the way, if
Tight
anyone is not
shit.
happy about the session, you can leave the call. You know, I kinda don't care. It's kinda impossible for me to explain to you the game since you're like 300 in a call, right? So like, if you guys wanna actually learn more about the game, then you just subscribe to masterclass, right?
There you go.
And I couldn't care less, you know. That's my life for 6 years. While you're just like there and trying to make it through $10 earning, right?
There you have it.
Okay, so now we're gonna answer to the questions. So who has any questions about the game? And only about the game, please. How can you rotate is not the question.
Yeah,
How do you
that's the worst
improve
question
awareness?
ever. How can you rotate?
Make sure that you actually like scout a lot, take informations, and then yeah, um I would say pre-armored wall things and all of that, right? So basically, if you have bad awareness, just make sure that you're like, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's what I mean. Okay. Um I saw someone that was asking things. Boss fight trio in mid games. I mean, boss fight trio in mid games. I just showed it right now, right? So like, it's kind of like pointless for me to say it again. Okay, can you just try to like have actually interesting questions? How do I become a better fighter? That's not an interesting question. Just do routine and practice. Um, how should they have done the rotates where Aegis died? This is a good question. So the reason why why Aegis died there is because it's pulling up the mountain. So they're not scouting and they are not anticipating the fact that's going up the mountain, right? So that's the main reason why they don't. He's not making it out. Plus, he sold because he had medkits and all of that, but he just panicked. So they were late. That's about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Swizzy and Mirsash are most likely playing for high. Why didn't the IGS go? I don't remember why. To be honest, I don't remember. That was the first cash cup, so I don't remember.
I'm gonna test my audio while he's answering these questions.
When should you look for height in trios? Intense zone. How do you play mid games and position in mid game? I mean, it
Check,
depends. What do
check,
you mean
check,
by
check,
this
check, check,
question?
check, check, check. So malama do malama use human ami human. What I gotta do to get it through to be human?
My biggest problem in mid
Restrict
game
the
is
set.
how to avoid dying in mid game. I mean, it's easy to don't die in mid game. Just make sure that you actually like hide in hide in buildings and make sure that you don't do stupid edits and then you have a good position and then you just scout a lot and then that's about it. How do I practice fighting in game? Play a lot of 1v1s. That's the main thing to do.
Dang.
Like a lot of
It
1v1
already
realistic.
sounds crispy. I think I just gotta turn it up like this.
What's the
Okay.
best heal for trio? Fizz is the best
One,
heal in the
two,
game for
3,
splashes.
4, 5, 6, 7,
In
8,
this game, what was better to
9,
play high or to play?
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. Audio check. Full box 200. Just got this new interface, so I'm trying to fix the audio, get everything dialed in. All right, let's see what that sounds like. Trying to fix the audio, get every 3
heal in the game for splashes.
4, 5, 6, 7.
In this game, what was better to play high or to play?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. Audio check. Okay, we gotta fix something. So we'll go to properties, filters, edit filters. Noise suppression is fine. But now we go over here. What is it? And no, I think I just turn it up then, huh? Turn it up like that. So that's like maybe a little bit more like that. Fucking on a bitch shit. I'm gonna keep it at 50%. Keep my normal audio at 1. Let's see. Be a little bit more like that. Fucking on a bitch shit. Okay. I'm gonna keep it at 50%. You gotta turn it up a little. What's the best way to do that? Check, 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 check. We're gonna turn it up like that. Like this. Oh shit. Because when I get close, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Let's see. Check. We're gonna turn it up like that. Like this. Oh shit. Because when I get close, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Let's see. This isn't bad. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it. I mean, it's a little high now that I'm looking at it. Let's see if I turn this down just a little like that. I think this might be the perfect. You know, that's a little too high still. You don't want it in the red. Try that. Trek, 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 Shrek, Trek. Check, 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 check. Let's see. Check. I turned it like this. Oh shit. Sorry. Close. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Let's see. This isn't bad. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it. I mean, a little high now that I'm looking at it. Let's see if I turn this down just a little like that. I think this might be the perfect. You know, it's a little too high still. You don't want it in the red. Try that. Trek, 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 Shrek, Trek. Check, 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 check. Let's see. That's perfect. All right, so we got our audio locked and loaded. It's my bedtime, and the VODs were high. You know, we learned what a support role does. Also, that's electronics right there. We learned what a fragger does. That is, we need to come up with a better names for these things. You know, support, fragger, nah, IGL, no. That's too nerdy. We're gonna go with Aiden the assassin, electronics the engineer, and then you got posted in the back, posted with the plays. You know what I'm saying? So there's the playmaker, there's the engineer, and there's the assassin. You feel me? And that's really what it comes down to. Electronics, he's gonna be cooking. I'm gonna be looking. And Charlize's gonna be. Wait, no. How about this? Charlize's cooking. Electronics is booking. Cause that makes him sound scared, but he's not scared. Let's say this. Charlize. Oh, how about this? While I'm looking, electronics is cooking. And Charlize's. Wait. And points are being taken.